Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in. Complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Z, 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 Z!
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Foles. And he finds Julius Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Foles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. Shark's got it left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 2nd down, Williams. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And a catch right side by Evans. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on. Second and short.
Here we go, here we go. Purple 64.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. To go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Tempo. Yeah,
they'll drop the throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, It could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Butker now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes now on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Calais Campbell able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Green 90.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's High. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Z.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags off. It's now time for their first possession of half number 2. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it with Yeldon on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
There's a give to Yeldon. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Foles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Here we go! Green 90! Green 90!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it inside the To the 39. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45. Left, 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 left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll run for it. Hyde. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Black 58, Rail. Black 58.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Ready, green 90, green 90.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Blue 45, blue 45.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go, go, go! Six!
Now TJ Yeldon, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Foles. He finds Yeldon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Foles now pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Foles. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Here's Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jaguars, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.